What's up guys, Kaiju here again with another video, and in this video, I'll be talking about the Gosu Gaming Gear pads. So, nakaka-excite kasi si Boss Kevin Tan ng Gosu Gaming Gears, nag-decide siya mismo na mag-release ng kanyang line of gaming mousepads. So, these mousepads, kita nyo naman maganda, pero these are like pre-productions, and yeah, nakaka-excite kasi ang importante talaga para sa ating mga Pinoy is mura. So, ayun nga, hindi ko alam kung pwede ko pa sabihin yung official price, pero huwag kayong mag-alala, mura talaga sila guys. Okay? So, ang unang lalabas is ano ba yan? Si Dike. Ito talaga yung kumbagang in production na ngayon. So, this will be sub or below 1,000 pesos. Tapos itong dalawa, currently prototyping and testing pa sila. So next year pa daw sila lalabas, sabi ni Boss Kevs. And mura din sila. They're medyo mas mataas ng konti sa 1K. Pero huwag kayong mag-alala, it's still cheaper than yung mga standard pricing ng mga ganitong mousepads. So, ayun nga, kaka-excite kasi talaga pag lumabas ng mga pads na to, na super solid pads sila. Parang, alam mo yun, super reliable na nila, and feel ko, hindi nyo na masyado talaga kailangan maghanap ng iba unless na super enthusiast at maarte kayo. Kasi sobrang solid ng mga pads na to. And nakakatuwa kasi, alam mo yun, like from the Philippines, Pinoy pride, blah blah blah, and all that stuff. And yeah, so, wala lang, excited lang talaga ako, kaya yan. Tas, thank you, Boss Kevs, shout out na pinatry niyo to sa akin. And kahit pinatry to sa akin ni Boss Kevs, I won't be, it's not gonna affect my review. So, ayun. And again, these are pre-productions, di pa to yung final product. So, I'm not sure if there's going to be changes. Pero feel ko itong Dike, ito na talaga yun kasi in production eh. But still, baka mag-update ako kapag I mean, may final copy na ako. Okay? So, baling gagawin ko ngayon, I'll be focusing on the Dike kasi feel ko ito na yung malapit na sa katotohanan. Kumbaga, ito na yung parang more or less ito na siya. Ito kasing dalawa, wala pa itong mga pangalan. I think, based sa logo, si Hermes. Tapos ito, hindi ko alam. Basta yun. Ito, this is plano ni Boss Kevs na ito ay isang Hayate Otsu clone, and ito ay isang Artisan Zero clone. So, and I'll still go over them mamaya, pero mas magfo-focus ako sa Dike. Okay, so itong si Dike, nung pinahiram sa akin ni Boss Kevs yung prototype nito, sinabi ko nga, oy, parang Pinoy Zero to, pero mas may malapit pa pala sa Artisan Zero na lalabas, which is yung isa. So itong Dike is considered the balance pad ni Boss Kevs. And as you can see, the logo is nga like a balance scale or whatever. So, tama. For me, it's a very balanced pad. It's a mid pad. Talagang gitna kung gitna. I would say, hindi ko lang alam kung nagbago yung preferences ko or nanggagaling na ako sa a little bit speedier pads. Pero, it's mid with a slightly leaning towards control. Ayun, pero hindi siya mud pad by any means, hindi siya control. For me, it's faster than the LGG Saturn, which is a mid pad then. It's a bit, I think, it's a bit slower than ng Aqua Control Plus kasi I think a lot of the community na sasabihin ang Aqua Control Plus talaga ang mid kung mid. And yeah, medyo mas mabagal siya kaysa sa Aqua Control Plus. Mas mataas yung overall dynamic at static friction niya. Okay, bago pala dun sa how the pad functions, punta muna tayo sa mga physicalities. So, itong sizing nito is, I think, it's going to be 4 millimeters thick. Tapos, 400 millimeters in height. Tapos, 480 or 48 cm in, yung pahaba niya. So, it's a little bit longer than yung mga standard pads. Ito kasi, like, halimbawa sa Aqua Control Plus, which nakuha ko din kay Boss Kev sa Gosu Gaming Gears. So, sila yung official reseller dito sa Philippines. So, anyways, ayun nga. Kita nyo naman, na medyo mas mahaba nga to si Dike kasi ito yung standard 400 by 450, ito 400 by 480. Ayun. It's nice. Tas yung stitching niya is also pretty good. Mas maganda yung stitching ng dalawa kasi yung dalawa parang artisan talaga yung stitching eh. Ito, yeah, it's like your standard stitching pero maganda siya kasi uniform, consistent, tapos hindi naman siya yung sobrang, hindi siya raised in a way na it's almost leveled. Parang halos ka-level niya na yung surface and kung may konting taas man, konting may bump man, hindi mo talaga mapapansin na or hindi talaga siya yung parang bumubunggo sa mouse. So, okay pa rin siya. Pero for the price what you're getting, like, so, like, hindi ka na magre-reklamo. And again, I'm just saying, I'm just comparing it to Artisan, okay? Pero kumpara sa mga ibang budget, hindi budget, but like mid pads, like yung mga standard na 1,500 or even 2,000 pads, yung mga ganong price range, mas maganda na to, maganda na talaga to. And then yung rubber backing niya is, I think, the standard OEM rubber backing na may branding ni Gosu Gaming Gears and it's grippy. Like, wala akong problema, hindi siya gumagalaw. So, okay na okay siya. So, physicalities-wise, okay siya. And then, yung surface niya is medyo, makikita nyo, medyo makintab ng konti. It's smooth and silky. And, as far as I know, hindi siya coated. Hindi, yeah, I don't think this is coated. Ganito lang talaga yung fabric niya. Tapos, itong logo niya, hindi siya yung parang nakapatong lang na, hindi ko alam kung pintura to, pero hindi siya yung parang nakapatong lang. Mas maganda nga yung quality ng logo na to kaysa sa mga LGG pads eh. So, hindi ko siya nararamdaman pag konti, pero sobrang minimal na I don't think it's gonna bother you in game and halos naman lahat ng mousepads may logo dito and maganda, hindi siya yung parang madaling matutuklap. So, ayun, yung surface niya is again smooth. Tapos wala namang bumps or creases. And ayun nga pala, I'm not sure kung ito mismo yung box, pero plano ni Boss Kevs nga na naka-box siya, naka-flat box siya paglabas. So talagang hindi ka mag-aalala na naka-roll siya and makikrease. And maganda nga yung magiging packaging niya. So, alam mo, sobrang solid na talaga. So hindi lang naman yung physicalities at presentation niya and everything yung mukhang maganda, pati how it functions. Paglabas ng pad na to, it's probably going to be my new main kasi ngayon naka-vac CPU ako, medyo nababagalan talaga ako. So yun nga, ang ganda niya, and bukod sa magandang box, magandang pad mismo, magandang logo, maganda talaga yung function niya. It's going to be my new main kasi pwede siyang it has enough control. Actually, it has well enough control, good enough control para pagdating sa mga Valorant or CSGO, sa mga attack FPS, sa mga mahilig ng control kahit papano. Pero it's not muddy, it's not slow, and I think, hindi ko alam kung ito yung sinasabi ni Boss Kevs, hindi ko matandaan, pero this is humidity proof talaga. As in, hindi nagbabago. I only got to test this for parang 2 to 3 days lang. Kaya hindi ko masabi pa my own personal experience when it comes to like humidity. Pero it seems to be humidity and temperature resistant naman or proof. Kasi hindi naman nagbabago, super consistent. I actually really like the surface kasi nga consistent. Yung isa parang medyo nagbago sa temperature eh kasi nung mamaya na yun. Anyways, ayun. So, dynamic friction, siya, parang siyang freely flowing. Floaty siya. Pero hindi siya yung parang lilipad na yung mouse mo. Pero, ayan yung glide niya. Kahit paano, mabilis siya. Pero, it has good stopping power. Like, super solid ng flicks ko dito. Like, kahit naka-guardian ako, solid flicks. Like, tapos, it has enough, ang ganda kasi ng, medyo mababa yung initial meaning going from point A to point B, yung pag-lift off mo. Tapos, super okay din ang stopping power niya. Nakaka-stop ako kung saan ko gusto mag-stop. Tapos, hindi ako nagiging shaky. Tapos, hindi siya yung parang kailangan mo ng sobrang hagod para ma-move. Pero it has enough control na hindi ka, like, you know, mawawala or like, it's not gonna like fly off. In terms of static friction, ramdam mo kahit papano static friction, but again, it's not madulas. Um, it's siguro sasabi kong 6 out of 10 yung static friction niya, or 6.5 out of 10. Like, yeah, like ramdam ko I can micro adjust easily, but hindi shaky. Alam mo yun? Like, kaya kung gusto ko dito pumunta, doon ako pupunta. Like, hindi ako yung mag-over or mag-under flick. And hindi rin mataas yung friction niya in a sense na kailangan kong talagang maghagod, and sa pagganong ko, yung mag-overshoot ako or mag-overflick. So, super solid. A very safe buy. I think a lot of people will like it. And then, okay, next. This is going to be the Artisan Zero clone. So, wala pa siyang official pangalan ata. Siguro, tawagin ko na lang siya si Trumpo kasi mukhang Trumpo dito. So, si Trumpo Pad or basta si Pinoy Zero. Ayan, Pinoy Zero. Iba yung base niya. SR base ata. Iba din yung feel and consistency niya. Medyo firm din siya. Pero actually, ito din. Ito, to be honest, medyo squishy ng konti. Mas squishy siya kumpara dito. Ito medyo firm. Pero kaya mo pa rin ibaba. I'm not sure kung same exact. Pero kasi sa pakiramdam, magkapareho yung rubber nito at saka tong rubber ng Vaxi PA. Parang halos pareho talaga. So, but I'm not sure kung sakto silang pareho. Okay? And yung stitching nito is super ganda. Like, it's I would say near like 99% artisan level. Kasi sobrang nipis, sobrang consistent, tapos I think, yeah, hindi ko nararamdaman pag gumaganon ako. It's below the surface. Dali lang, kunin ko tong hiyan ko. Yan. Yeah. So, kung close up ko na lang. Ayan. Ito si Pinoy Zero, ito si Artisan Hiyan. Kung mag-focus lang yung cam ko. Ayan. Actually, halos pareho talaga. Ayun, sobrang ganda nito. Actually, parang mas consistent pa. Although luma na kasi itong hiyan ko, so hindi ko alam kung may wear and tear lang. Pero sobrang consistent, sobrang ganda. Like, honestly. And siguro, yeah, this pad is siguro 60% cheaper than the hiyan or whatever. Basta sobrang cheap. Dito lang kasi sa hiyan, parang ramdam ko talaga na below the surface. Ito medyo kapantay. Pero again, it's such a such a small thing. Tas yung, no problem din sa rubber backing. Kailangan mong sobrang galawin. Mas umalog nga yung desk ko. And, okay, so, okay na yung stitching, yung rubber backing. Same lang to dun sa Hayate Otsu ko na isa. Yung magiging stitching niya at saka rubber backing. So, it's a bit firmer. It feels a bit thinner din. Pero feel ko 4mm din siya. Pero it feels different talaga. Yung surface niya, I feel like wala na akong zero. So, hindi ko siya ma-compare side by side. Pero I trust Boss Kevin Tan sa Gosu Gaming Gears. And kasi siya may zero so nako-compare niya side by side. So, talagang halos kapareho daw talaga ng zero. And, basing from my memory, it does legit feel like a zero. Nung una, sabi ko parang ang bagal, parang di ganito yung zero. Tapos nung nilaro ko na, parang nagkaka-war flashbacks ako. Parang Artisan Zero halos yung gamit ko. So, it's really, really close to the zero. Sana nga lang may Artisan Zero ako na side by side para mas ma-compare ko talaga. Pero, wala I'm just basing off of memory. Pero, sobrang lapit ng feeling. I remember, like, I played the same scenario sa Kovacs nung nilalaro ko nung may zero pa ako, and halos same yung scores ko kahit papaano, or basta same yung experience at feel ko. So yun nga, surface wise, parang I don't remember my zero being ganito yung surface na, pero feel ko yung OG ng zero, kasi yung nabili kong zero is yung medyo silently updated. Hindi yung old logo pa rin siya, hindi siya yung bagong logo, pero yung batch nun is yung like the last or the second to the last batch bago palitan yung logo, which are updated batches. And yung updated batches na yun, hindi na siya ganun ka-rough and ka-hair magnet. So baka ito mas kalapit niya is yung lumang batch ng Artisan Zero. Not luma, but yung OG Artisan Zero na surface. Pero function, it's halos pareho talaga. Hindi ko like, gantong-ganto yung Artisan Zero, tanda ko. Siguro mas soft lang si Artisan Zero. Mas nape-press mo lang ng konti si Artisan Zero. Medyo firm to eh. So baka Artisan Zero mid to. Yung na-try ko kasi dati is soft and X-soft. So, again, wala ako side by side. Kaya hindi ko siya matetest side by side. Pero legit, matakot ng Artisan. Kasi this legit feels like an Artisan Zero. I cannot stress that enough. Basing on memory, this feels like an Artisan Zero. So, may enough kang ano ba yun? More or less, may dynamic friction ka. I would give the dynamic friction around 6, 5.5 to 6 out of 10. Tapos, what makes the Artisan Zero for me is yung is yun nga, may dynamic friction, pero very, relatively low yung static friction niya compared sa dynamic friction. May control siya pag ginaganon mo eh. Medyo may konting hagod pa nga ng konti ginagawa ko dito kumpara dun sa Dike. Pero when it comes to static, as in yung for micro adjustment na ganyan, sobrang dulas niya. Madulas talaga siya, and yun yung gusto ng iba sa Artisan Zero, because you can actually really control or yung pag micro adjust mo. Pero ito nga, nadudulasan ako, kaya baka I'm probably not gonna main this. It's the same problem I had with Artisan Zero. It's like, alam mo yung mag-stop na ako, magka-click na ako, tapos pag-click ko, oops, gagalaw ng konti. Kasi nga, medyo nadudulasan ako. Like, madulas yung static friction niya para sa akin. Pero overall, it's still a decent pad. It's a good pad. Siguro I can also, hindi ko lang trip kasi yung surface, yung feeling ng surface. It feels fuzzy. Pero like, it's still a good pad. I can see myself owning this pad then. Pero yeah, we'll see. And again, super pre-production pa nito. Yung Dike baka this year lalabas na yun eh. Yun, in production eh. Nasasabi ni Boss Kevs, lalabas na yung Dike this year. Itong Artisan Zero clone and yung si Hayate Otsu clone, next year pa siya. Okay, oh yeah. Tas ito, hindi ko sure, pero parang slightly affected by temperature. Kasi kagabi, naka-aircon ako, I was playing with it, medyo mas mataas yung dynamic friction niya. Mababa pa rin static friction. Yung static friction doesn't seem to be affected. Pero yung dynamic friction niya, tumaas ng konti. So siguro mga like 6, 6.3, 6.5 out of 10 kahapon. Tapos nung kaninang umaga, nung tinatry ko to, kaninang tanghali, hindi ako naka-aircon, tapos maaraw and all that. Medyo nasa 6 or nasa 5.5 to 6 out of 10 yung dynamic friction niya. So may slight effect. Hindi ko alam kung naano lang ako. And then static friction niya is still the same. It's really low. I would say it's like 4 or 3 out of 10 in terms of, static friction. Mababa yung static friction niya para sa akin. Like legit. Especially compared to the dynamic friction. Feel ko dun yung problema ko sa Artisan Zero and with this pad. Kasi alam mo yun, nalilito yung utak ko. Like, mabagal tapos biglang mabilis. Alam mo yun, like, kailangan ng extra calibration. Pansin ko, I have to be more, alam mo yun, I have to be more in the zone or like more focused whenever I'm using this pad. Compare sa Dike minsan nag-chill lang ako, tapos flick, headshot. Parang gano'n. Dito parang, okay, kailangan ko mag-focus ng konti kundi dudulas. Ayun lang. Okay. So, next, sige, compare ko sa Aqua Control Plus. So, compared sa Aqua Control Plus, I'm comparing it sa Aqua Control Plus kasi the Aqua Control Plus, I would consider as a budget alternative. Not clone, but as an alternative to the Artisan Zero. So, kung kumparin ko tong dalawa, actually medyo mas mataas pa yung friction overall ni Aqua Control Plus. Like in terms of dynamic at saka static. Parang mas ramdam ko nga yung surface nito, yung pagkapit ng surface nito sa mouse feet ko. Like overall. Ito medyo madulas eh. Pero same sila na mas mataas yung dynamic friction kesa sa static friction. Ito madulas talaga yung static friction. Hindi naman yung parang I wouldn't say it's slippery na parang naka-speed pad ka na. Pero it's almost there. Like, yung static friction niya for me is not a control pad static friction, kung gets nyo. Like, mababa. Basta yun. Ito, medyo mas may static friction pa. Kaya, I like this pad din. Ang problema nga lang talaga, tignan mo naman yung rubber backing. Which is weird because it's a standard rubber backing. Pero hindi talaga kumakapit. Okay. So, next. Daming mousepad dito. The Hayate Otsu clone. So, I feel like this is going to be called the Hermes. And I think hindi ito yung magiging design niya. So, parang ano lang to. Prototype design. I think plain black pa rin. Like, yung mga lalabas talaga, alam ko mga plain black with a minimal logo. Yung mga pads. So, same lang yung quality ng stitching at saka rubber backing. This is meant to be a Hayate Otsu clone. Pero, nung una kong siyang mahawakan, like, yung ginaganon ko, parang hindi naman. Kasi, the surface ng Hayate Otsu for me is kind of like hybrid na may konting beady, shiny feeling. And, ang nakakopya lang nun ng surface na yun, so far na na-try ko talaga, is yung LGG Venus. I could say na the LGG Venus is a legit Hayate Otsu clone. Okay? Actually, for me, it's better than the Hayate Otsu. Pero anyways, yes, in terms of feel and looks of the surface, it doesn't feel like Hayate Otsu. Pero, nung nilaro ko na siya, it reminds me of how Hayate Otsu functions. So, bale, for me, the Hayate Otsu is a very good target switching pad. Medyo mababa yung ano niya. The Hayate Otsu, mababa ang static friction niya. Kaya mong like, alam mo yun, yung konting adjust. Kasi di ba mga target switching scenarios or mga games like Call of Duty, talagang kailangan, konting ganyan, di ba? Parang gagalaw-galaw ko ng konti, tapos biglang flick, ganun-ganun ng konti, tapos flick ulit. Alam mo yun? Ratratin mo, tapos boom, ratrat. Anyways, yan. Si Boss Enzo, si Easy Ink, siya talaga yung nagkukod. So, siya talaga yung nagme-main ng Venus at Hayate Otsu. So, siya yung mas maalam sa target switching games. Pero, ayun nga. How this functions talaga nung, okay. It's a Hayate Otsu clone. Okay. Hindi ko siya masabing clone kasi iba talaga yung pakiramdam niya physically. Pero it functions the same as a Hayate Otsu. Like, sobrang baba ng initial friction niya. As in, may static friction ka. Like, may static friction ka na you can control more or less. It's the same level or I think mas may static friction pa nga to kaysa dun sa Pinoy Zero kay Trumpo. Talagang nadudulasan ako sa static friction nito eh. Yeah. Halos pareho. Basta halos pareho. Mas madulas ng konting-konti ito, I think Pero basta hindi ko masabi. Basta halos pareho sila ng static friction. And then, this has, for me, lower dynamic friction compared dun sa Pinoy Zero. And, ang ganda din niya, ang solid din niya pang tracking, to be honest. Like, andun yung floating feeling, pero hindi kayong parang hiyen na sa sobrang bilis or sa sobrang baba ng friction, parang nawawala, parang sobrang wild na, alam mo yun, naging shaky ka na. Ito yung hiyen parang, parang nagta-tracking ako sa hiyen. Minsan, kung saan-saan na pumupunta yung kamay ko, kasi sobrang baba ng friction niya. Pero ito, ang ganda niya as a tracking pad. Hindi siya yung, parang, ang smooth niya. Like, wala akong nararamdam na parang kailangan ko ng mga hagod pag nagta-tracking. Yung tracking kasi yung parang sa mga Apex, di ba? Yung talagang, ang tagal mong naka-hold, tas niraratrot mong, sinusundan mong ganun. Pag gumagalaw yung kalaban. That's what tracking is. So, okay ito for tracking, in my opinion talaga. Tsaka, target switching. May static friction ka, tapos apakababa ng initial friction. Nagulat nga ako, parang boom. Kala mo nag-sprint, tapos it has enough stopping power. Tapos, alam mo yun, nasa point A ka, then boom, ang bilis sa point B, tapos ang bilis ulit mag-point C. Alam mo yun? Like, it's really good for target switching, in my opinion. Although, again, nabababaan ako masyado sa static friction. Medyo nag-overflick or underflick ako when it comes to Valorant. Like, nahirapan ako alam mo yun, yung kailangan pinpoint. Medyo pansin ko talagang I have to be extra focused nga ulit whenever I play Valorant with this or nagka-click timing ako. Pero target switching is good. Again, so I just want to reiterate, it doesn't like physically, it doesn't feel like a Hayate Otsu, but it functions or it's in the same category as the Hayate Otsu for me. I actually kind of like this more than the Hayate Otsu kasi Hayate Otsu, okay siya for target switching, pero when it comes to tracking, hindi ko siya trip. Pati yung Venus, okay siya for target switching and click timing kahit papano yung Venus. Mas mataas ng konti static friction niya. Pero when it came to tracking, hindi ko siya trip. Ito, ang okay niya. Okay niya for target switching and tracking. So, ayun, I was still, at the same level, at the same category as a Hayate Otsu. Like, nasasabi ko lang Hayate Otsu clone kasi yun yung sabi ni Gosu Gaming. And kahit hindi niya yun pag hindi sinabi ni Boss Kevs na it's a Hayate Otsu clone, at first hindi ko siya iisipin na Hayate Otsu clone. Talaga. Like, hindi ko iisipin yun. Pero pag nalaro ko na, tas i-review ko, sasabihin ko it performs like a Hayate Otsu. Like what I'm doing now. So, ayun. Again, ito yung, I think, lalabas talaga na may iba pang pinatry sa akin si Boss Kevs na pads pero hindi ko lang sila nagawan na ng review kasi mabilisan lang yon. And I'm not sure kung kailan sila lalabas or kung lalabas sila or kung matutuloy sila. Pero mga solid din yung mga yon. May isang control pad talaga and then may isang speed pad. Para siyang Cordura pad na hindi Cordura. Gets nyo? Para siyang Trigun Pro. So anyways, itong dalawa, si Pinoy Zero, si Trompo, si Hermes, next year pa to. So hindi pa sila lalabas. Medyo mas above 1,000 sila, pero hindi naman sila yung mababaliw ka sa presyo. Tapos, asa na si Dike. Nalibing na sa other pads ko. Okay. So ito si Dike. Ito yung lalabas na siguro in a couple of months. Basta Q3, Q4 and talagang confirmed, and this is going to be less than 1,000 pesos, so super solid. Sige, compare ko siya sa Mac 1. Wait lang. So ito yung Alpha Unlimited Mac 1 ko na desk mat. To be honest, hindi ko nga naisip, pero kasi nung una na baka pwede si Mac 1. Pero kasi nung ni-review ko na to, nung binuksan ko yung ilaw, yung fluorescent na, parang shiny. So, it reminded me of how this looks. Kasi shiny din tong Mac 1 Pero, wait lang ha. Pero kasi tong Mac 1 ko medyo maluma na Pero hindi naman naspag. Mas may friction overall si Mac 1. So, basically, kung gusto nyo ng mas mabilis na Mac 1 na kapareho ang parang surface feel, Oo, halos kapareho. Mas smooth lang nga si Mach 1. Pero mas mabagal ng konti si Mach 1. Like, I can tell the difference in terms of dynamic and static friction. And masyado akong nasa-smooth and nasisilkihan sa Mach 1 for me to main it. Although it's a super solid pad, I think it's a safe pad for a lot. Alpha Unlimited, baka naman. Yung mga Panzer pads nyo, pa-review naman. Oh. Joke lang. Pero baka naman. Anyways, ayun. I'm super excited and nakaka-proud. Alam mo yun, alam kong gamit na gamit yung Pinoy pride and it's kind of cringe to say it now. Pero ang solid ng mga pads na to. And I don't know kung it's gonna go international. I feel like it do well internationally as well. Pero ayun, feel ko nasabi ko na lahat. Ang haba na ng video na to. I might make an updated review on this Dike pad pag yung final copy, talagang yung ano ba yun, yung retail copy is nandito na. And then depende kung may time pa ako maglaro next year pag lumabas na yung ibang pads. I-reviewin ko din yung sila Pinoy Zero at saka si Hermes. Anyways, shout out again kay Gosu Gaming Gears, Boss Kevin Tan. Thank you for this opportunity to review these pads. And then yeah, I'll link his Facebook down below. Super solid seller, super accommodating. So okay na ako, bili kayo sa kanya, guys. Okay, support local and talagang kung gusto niyo pa ng mas magandang locally made products na kasi ang pangit pakinggan 'di ba dati may stigma, oh local lang 'yan. Pero ito mas maganda pa to kaysa sa mga international like no cap, mas nagagandaan ako dito pati dun sa other pads kaysa sa internationally made pads. Anyways, umuoy na, sumusobra na, humahaba na. Yeah. Thanks for all your support. Di ko na-expect na may 300 subs ako. Like, kala ko dati, like, sabi ko, sana maka 50 lang ako. Okay, masaya na ako. Pero I also didn't expect na, you know, I'll be reviewing until now and this many pads. Even though, anyways, bahala na. Never mind that. Like, comment, sub. Thanks for all your support. Peace.